David. All right, wait. Let me get rid of that. I see fresh trims ready for tomorrow. Like,
looking like Doggy out here, man.
Hey, get real serious. Hey, it's D-Day tomorrow. We got a fight on our hands. I was just talking obviously about the games today, and Liverpool dropping point. Another opportunity for Manchester United to finally go in the top four, whilst Newcastle's got Villa. Do you know what I mean? Another opportunity where it's like, wow, you look at some of the results. I mean, not that it really matters with Tottenham too much. I mean, Brighton and Foot. All I want is to create a damn gap. Yeah. And we always struggle to create a damn gap. So are we getting a Carrick masterclass, AJ? He's saying, bro, like, you could turn on the heating, my bro. It's up to you, man. Like, get a little electric heater or something. I mean, look, bro, look, we got David a fresh trim. Touchdown looked like he's high off his nut. And then we got my man he's moisturized. That's what we're gonna do to Arsenal tomorrow. You're feeling yourself. I hear it. The trim as well. I see it.
Bro, trust me, he's made of glass.
We saying no, man. Let's get geared up for this. Appreciate for jumping on.
Oh,
where do we start? Where do we start,
We
man?
start at Bournemouth if you want. Let's talk about Bournemouth. You know what I'm saying? I swear down, I fell asleep in the 92nd minute, and my cousin woke me up as soon as they scored. Literally for 2 minutes, and I like no one's he just doze off. You know what I'm saying? And I just hear the fans cheering. I was like, "Who scored?" And then bang, they scored last minute.
Can't complain, man. I mean, if Liverpool are bad, then what are we?
Their defense.
You know them ones.
But we've got standards. We sacked our manager. They still kept theirs.
No, but when you say we, do you mean fans or the board?
I'm in the board.
Yeah, do they have standards? I mean, they sacked him because of comments, not results.
I think it's a bit of both, personally.
I don't know. Wilcox seemed to be adamant from what we was reading up. You know what I'm saying?
Wilcox wanted to change, innit? But I guess. Anyways, let's not deflect. We can talk about Bournemouth. We can talk about Arsenal as well. Do you know what I'm saying? How if we beat them tomorrow, we'll go into the 4th place.
Not that.
How many points are we off Villa? How many points are we off?
Right now, as it stands, I think they're on 43. They got Newcastle away tomorrow. We're on 35 or 36.
I know Newcastle win that. I think Newcastle.
I think it'll be a draw. I kind of needed to be a draw. What are you saying, AJ?
Villa got terrible.
Well, don't let him suck you in, bro. He's trying to say something crazy.
I suck me. That's crazy. Man said, "What? We don't do that out here."
There's no right at football, bro.
Hey, there is today. I'm in the mood.
I see a lot of people. Now with the game's getting closer, I can't lie. I'm getting a bit more. Getting a bit more up for it, you know how it is, man. I'm getting a bit more up for it.
Hey, see your minds on the gun. Hey, see, it's there. Without even meaning in the thing.
You're moving nice.
I mean, it's Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real. Nah, what do you mean? Who's drawing me into what? You mean touchline?
Touchline's trying to say something crazy. I can see in his face.
What do you think? What do you think he was
we're
to say?
finishing 3rd this season. Yeah, I know. I've already said that.
I'm there with you. How about that? Until tomorrow, obviously. David, I know you want to get on the train.
You lot had me until finishing 3rd.
But 3rd is not. It's not. You know what it is for me. Yeah, if 5 Champions League places, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 2nd, it's all the same thing. I think really and truly, this is all brownie points. And can I shit on top of your club for next season? But I finished above you. That's all that is. That's all we got left because we got 40-game season, man. Them.
I think we can finish 5th. I can't lie.
Wait, who finished above us in your opinion? Because I don't think it's Chelsea. I don't think it's Liverpool either. Not the way they're going, anyways.
I think we finished above both of them.
Well, you know how the season goes, man. You don't know who can get injured. You don't know how. There's just different things.
I forgot you're a level-headed AJ, man. David, and you know what it is. You know it is. It's not because like, you know what? Let me change this because people might call me racist or something. Innit? But so, not because me and Touchline are the kiddie merchants at times, and you lot are the, you lot are real life friends. You want to be the level-headed. So this could be a good show for the way we need it to be, innit? But I know your opinion, AJ, will change if we beat Arsenal tomorrow. And I know, David, you will start that little cheeky smile. Look, he's even looking to the left and right like Kabaddi's just spotted him across the road and he noticed. You know what I'm saying? He noticed that she's noticing. So if we do, if and when, will your opinions change? You'll have a little bit more confidence.
Nah. But I already told you, lot. I know what we can do against big teams.
But we ain't won of the Emirates in like 8 years.
Oh, we won there last year. I don't know why they keep saying we ain't won there last year.
Well, technically we beat them on penalties. I was there, but you don't count as that. Still goes down as a draw, not a loss. Does make sense?
Advance to the next round.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't win it, so it's nice.
I mean, even then, the points. If we done the same thing, point tomorrow is not a bad result. Like
the moonwalk, isn't it? There was the Millie Rock, and then a year later was the moonwalk.
Moonwalk was in the cup, and the Millie Rock was in the league.
There you go. There. So that's the last time we won at the Emirates. That's a while ago. Black kit.
So what you're saying is that, Kaz, you think we owe them one?
Well, I mean, we won at Anfield for the first time.
We won at Selhurst Park for the first time in years. We won at
Millie Rock live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I was there still. I was in the Arsenal section. I still celebrated their pussy.
But how do we get over Arsenal tomorrow? That's the question. Like in your minds, the way Carrick's going to set up the players that are going to play, the way Arsenal are going to try to counter that.
I think he's going to do the same exact lineup he done against City, if I'm being honest. The only difference I can see him make is maybe Cunha in, but not on the wing. I think maybe he might start Cunha up top, maybe.
Over Mbumo?
Possibly, depends what he's feeling like in it. But other than that, unless he plays on Mbeumo on the left.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't mind that.
I see that as well, potentially, if you want to get all the players on the pitch. But do you disrupt something that was working? We're talking about.
Change it.
You see that the rotating three. You see Ahmad, what's it called? Bruno and Mbumo were all doing a rotating three. Like every time someone dropped deep, they just literally got into position. That's why we got in behind City so much. And also do play a higher line at times, but they don't have a Max Elaine. They don't have a Kusanov. They have Gabriel, Timber, Saliba, and Calafiori.
If he changes it, I think I'll rate him more than I do now.
Yeah.
If he what? If he keeps
changes it, I'll rate him more than I do now. Because that means he actually thinks about it instead of I'm just going to play what worked against City, because it's a different type of game.
But when you look at what's at your disposal, shouldn't it always be like a tactical thing? Like you look at the way City wanted to set up against us. Can you not see maybe Arsenal setting up in the same kind of breath? The same way they're gonna have wingers out there. We're gonna double up on them. The same way Zubimendi and Rodri's there. Mainoo was pretty much on Rodri the whole game. But he might not do the same for maybe, and also Bruno Fernandes or Mbumo. Kind of might see the same way disrupting Zubimendi's game might disrupt their whole game. Can we not see that? Ben White might get a nod as well. If I got a feeling Ben White may start due to fitness reasons, match fitness, he's not match sharpness, Timber on the left. I think that would be Man United's best bet if they do set up like that. Because Timber on the left compared to the right, I'm not being funny, Timber is the one that pisses me off more than any of the other defenders. I've got huge ratings for that man. His recoveries are insane and his technical abilities through the roof. I can see Saliba giving up a mistake at times. Gabriel being the one that gets the last-ditch tackles. But Timber is the one that is like, how are you getting past him today? Because it could be Ahmad versus Timber, or it could be Ahmad probably versus Calafiori and go straight into the fold.
Calafiori back, yeah?
Yeah, they're all back. They got everyone fit.
Whoever they put on the left-back side is getting cooked by Ahmad. Timber, Hikapié, Calafiori, Skelly. Put them all there and he's cooking all of them.
I would prefer... if Timber played left back and Ben White started, then Timber play right back and someone like Calafiori and Hikapié comes back in.
I think Ahmad cooks Calafiori and Hincapié for sure, but Timber, I think it'll be a good battle to the point. I think Ahmad might need to work a little bit, but if it's Ben White on the other side, I kind of getting that little bit of confidence that Dorgu would have that athleticism to beat Ben White quite a lot down that left hand side, even though he's played quite well to be fair recently. But it's just that stretching part. So if it is Timber, maybe what's it called? Maybe Mbumo might be the best bet. Maybe.
The reason why I'd rather Timber on the left, the reason why I'd rather Timber on the left is because I think Ahmad has enough to still trouble him at times, just based off the way Ahmad dribbles. He's smart enough to know I can do a 1-2 here or something like that. Whereas if Timber's on the right, it would mean that the only way we have to get out is Ahmad, because Dorgu's not doing nothing against Timber.
I don't think so either. I feel like he wouldn't be able to beat him. It'll be too real word, too predictable.
Yeah, but I feel like if Ben White plays, then Dorgu can still do the in behind thing at least, because he's a winning runner, and then you still have Ahmad who will still get his game going regardless of who he's up against, just based off the way he dribbles.
Yeah. You're right. You're definitely right. Remember last time as well, to be fair, Ben White, when he started right back, Dorgu fucked him up at Old Trafford. Yeah. And you're saying Calafiori didn't get cooked all season, right? I mean, what Mbeumo was kind of doing. What Mbeumo was there for me. I mean, even though it was in a 4-3-2-1, do you want a reminder? By him being cooked all season? Let's not act like he's been bread and butter, because he hasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, Calafiori's been good, but I wouldn't say he's been top tier.
I don't rate that Calafiori, man. I think he's stinks.
This season he's been adamant.
He's got a freedom role, any that Arteta just tells him to just go run around in like the forward areas. He doesn't really defend as much. But defensively, he's not that good.
Yeah, I don't really. I think you're slightly right on that aspect, but to say like when you think of the left backs of this season, I think he's up there, man. I think he is up there.
How bad they are, though, isn't it?
I mean, true.
Cucurella is rated that highly. I don't.
But he's not a good there. But this season, Cucurella has not been on job. I mean, for half the season, sure. Recently, last couple months, Cucurella has been off the boil, isn't it? But Calafiori has been quite consistent.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. Our back four. Are you guys worried?
Nah. The real elephant in the room is, how are we going to deal with set pieces?
Yeah, we dealt with them last 2 times we played them.
But we conceded
3 times. Lost 3 times.
Conceded from a set piece.
Yeah, but that was because Bienda punched the ball in his own net. If Bienda was a semi-decent keeper.
But by the way, that factually should have been given to us, that decision. That's what the ref said, that it should have been ruled out. Didn't.
Even then, though, that if you go watch Bienda, he punched it into his own net. Calafiori just stuck his head out and it went.
We didn't see the lineup in that game. But that's when we're playing 5-back. He actually had more defenders on the pitch at that point.
Oh no, to be fair, we considered that FA Cup game actually. We considered the FA Cup game as well. But other than that, we usually deal with
Gabriel scored.
But I look at 2 set pieces as well.
But I look at Casemiro, who's quite good at defense. I don't ever rarely see Casemiro get dominated on set pieces defending. I think it's been more. You know what? I think it's been more of our setup. I think the way we set up zonally under Amorim was shocking. No one's ever really marking or tracking runners. I think compared to the way Steve Holland and Carrick's got us set up in against City alone, you can see that we're in areas that most teams put the ball into, which is pretty much the back post. And luckily for us, a couple times they skewed the chances by putting it front post, and I think it was Foden, crap corners.
But we know they're going to put it on the money.
We know that they want to put it back post all the time. But this is where you bring in Baz Maguire, isn't it? Like, this is it. Now, this is his bread and butter, defending corners and attacking them. This is what you're going to be in here for. Him, Casemiro, De Ligt's a big miss, because I would have liked to see De Ligt and Maguire instead. Yeah. See, this is where I look at Lissandro and say, brother, please, please, like, we know, come on, please. Today, like, go get your jump boosts, like, from 2K and please, just, that's what I'm asking for. Put them off. Be a rug rat. I don't care. Just put them off.
When you look at our starting 11, it is a bit small. Like, Dalot's not the tallest, Shaw's not the tallest, Martinez not the tallest, Mainoo.
Is he not? Shaw's 6 foot.
Shaw's not going to get up. He's not going to.
But he is quite good.
He's quite decent in the air, but he's not strong.
He's quite smart with.
If it's a straight ball and he's playing the back 3, then yeah, but back post, he can get found out.
Yeah, but
he's not aggressive in the air. Sure.
I mean, the low will play tomorrow. He's decent. I prefer Mazraoui in the air. He's got a better leap.
You think Mazraoui will get put back in straight? He had a good afternoon,
No, I don't think so, because he came. I don't know when he came back. I think Friday he got extended break, allegedly, from what I was reading. Okay. If that's the case, tactically, to get him up to scratch, I think Carrick would prefer someone that's had about over a week. Because remember, he was talking about drilling in three days worth of tactical sessions into these players. Now you've had over a week. So you've had technically 10 days, 11 days of doing homework of what he wants, a little bit more. Don't expect Maz to have that jump. I reckon he'll come on the pitch, though, which could be huge. See, 1v1 defending where Delo was I mean, I'd rather Maz be there doing all the underlaps and stuff. But another question for another day, I suppose. Tomorrow is that day. But I think Mainoo's quite good in the air. He's got a good leap on him. He's 6 foot. Did you not know that? He grew a lot.
It's a different. This is the best set piece team in the league. So
yeah, but wait, hold on. We've scored only one less set piece than them. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, that's fair. Defending them.
Nah? Yeah.
That's in the league though. In all comps, they've scored bare, bro.
And you know as well,
15. I think they scored 15.
We are bad at defending.
Did they score 2 the other day? No.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
One the other day. One.
We can see the lot of set pieces. That's the problem.
Yeah. It could be the set and toner for us. We do need to be strong. I mean, I actually quite like Larman's on set pieces because you can see he's more vocal now. You can see that he's a lot more confident and punching the ball, which is needed compared to before, where it's more like our goalkeeper never used to come out. The only time I saw him come out and I think that must be instruction. Let the defenders deal with it. You do whatever you need to do in the goal. 19, crazy, Jamal.
Because the thing is, normally when we play Arsenal, I can say, maybe if we get the first goal, it will set the tone of the game. But because they can just score from a set piece, like these men are so annoying. Like,
well, I guarantee we see us getting behind quite a lot. Can you not see it? Not. I can see Mbumo starting and stretching that back line. I don't think it's a bad idea. If you're going to tell me
they really can't score first.
Yeah. They can't score first. In the same breath, I don't mind the idea of okay, well, I'm going to put Cunha on, and I'm probably going to put Sesko up front, and Cunha where's Bruno is. You're going to have to do a lot of doggy work. You're going to have to, Sesko coming on later in the game might help us with the set pieces if they ain't actually scored. Again, there's little bits and bobs I find. Even maybe bringing off like, I wouldn't, if our centre backs ain't conceded, I wouldn't change them. I'm not trying to do an Amrim. Nowhere near. I mean, Dorgu's actually good at defending set pieces. Has anyone noticed? No?
I've never noticed that.
He's crap at attacking them, but no one's noticed Dorgu. He clearly got quite a few actually against City as well. And even before that.
I'm sure we're probably practicing all week on set pieces. I think that's probably what we're definitely.
That's the whole point of Steve Holland. That's the whole point.
I think we don't need. Casemiro's good. He's good at set pieces as well. I think we just got to see how we play out. I'm sure.
I don't think the setup and set pieces working against City can be used to talk about Arsenal because City set pieces aren't
defensively. I would put across it. The only one time they did was the Ake one, which shouldn't have been a thing. But I look at it like this, yeah.
Who's going to score from set pieces?
Yeah, you're probably around that part. It's just we're going to have to see tomorrow, innit? But tactically, if we're going off a tactical aspect of Carrick, see, I think the way you played against City is exactly how you got to play against Arsenal in terms of how it's set up. Obviously, I wish we can play the way we want, innit? Like in terms of the same way against City, that's not happening. They're going to be more prep. They're going to put more pressure. They got the crowd bonus as well. We don't know what mood the referee's going to be in either. But the way I view it is simple as this: you take out Arsenal's wide space, yeah. Saka double up doesn't like it. Trossard double up doesn't like it. A bit like how Ahmad was on with Delo. It's the same way I want to see Dorgu if he starts with Luke Shaw against Saka. You take that out of the game. I think you take away a lot of Arsenal's threat. Because we've seen what happens. Look at the way Liverpool set up against them. Same thing. Took away their threat, dominated the game. Let's not act like we can't dominate a game against Arsenal like we ain't seen Liverpool do it. Do you know what I mean? It's the same kind of thing. You got two strikers where it was Szoboszlai and Wirtz for them at that point in the first half and the second half before they changed it a little bit. The 4-2-2, the same thing he done today was the 4-2-2. Just drop both of them deep. We see Mbumo, and if you see the way he looked more like a 4-2-4 under Carrick at times, not just 4-4-2 or anything like that. You saw Dorgu and Ahmad as the widest, while Mbumo and Bruno dropped more around the Rodri area. So anytime their dictator tried to get the ball going, they couldn't, which made therefore Foden and Bernardo Silva drop back. Same thing with Liverpool. Is when Zubimendi got taken out of the game, Ødegaard and Declan Rice had to keep dropping deep. And guess what? Gyökeres can't hold up the ball like that. Yeah, so there's a gaping hole in the middle, which therefore I think Calafiori is going to try to take up that space, or Timber. Don't really care for that as much. I feel like if United are focused on job, then United can do something. It's taking the flipping chances as early as possible for me. When you get them simple chances, like at the start against City, you didn't take your chances. In Mbumo, the low. You man, like what are you not doing? You got to set the tone. If you set the tone early, yeah, cool, we might concede, but you got to give yourself some leg room, man. Especially in Mbumo when he gets in on goal. Like, make the decision a little bit quicker and get a lot more goals. But it's the one with it's the confidence merchants that scare me, man. Them the low is the confidence merchant I'm afraid of. Him. When Dorgu's confidence goes low, he's out of the game. He's speaking about it today. Well, yesterday, shall I say, in quotes.
I think what benefits us is if those players do like have those type of games, we now have players that can come off the bench. So let's say Dorgu is having a stinker, we can just bring on Acuna, level raiser. Dalot, Mazraoui's back, level raiser. So it's like we've got players that are better than the players that are starting anyway on the bench. It might just be a timing thing.
Yeah.
It's also a case of needing our big players to perform. Like again, and Wemo basically can't have a stinker tomorrow, otherwise we don't stand a chance. Bruno Fernandes can't have a stinker tomorrow, otherwise we simply don't have a chance. Harry Maguire, for example, on set pieces especially, you can't have a stinker. So in terms of like the fringe players like Dorgu and Dalot, people that we don't rely on as much, yes, we have cover for them, but we're going to need to rely on our big players to take us to at least like get anything away from the game. Because if they don't put in the shit,
and Mainoo need to turn up. They actually have to. Because Arsenal,
I think Mainoo have a good game.
They're not creative enough to really hurt us down the middle unless Odegaard's really on it. But what they are good at is you get the ball and we'll counter press you, and then as soon as space does open up, then they will start flying forward in that moment. We've seen them score a couple goals like that just from pressing alone. So they did it against Spurs. So that's the one thing. I don't know, but to be fair, I don't think our midfield don't really lose the ball like that unless. Depends on the game, I'll be real. I don't know. This
is a Casemiro, like, you know, that one round the corner where he loves to just hit.
Yeah, he can't do that one.
I can see that being the model of his game away at the Emirates. It's not really going to be
that little round the corner one, Sunday League type vibe.
Do you understand? So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I know. We'll show a lot about Carrick as well. A little, like, I think there's a lot. I think deep down, I know he says he's not interested in the long-term manager job at United, but bro, yes, you are. Yeah. I think, of course you are, man. You'd be dumb to think that if you don't get over Arsenal, there's going to be murmurs around the fan base. Even me, like, yeah, I need 5. I need 5 games. I need 5 games in it, like, to get a real. I want to see what happens when we play Fulham, Spurs, different games compared to City and Arsenal. But the thing with Arsenal is, again, look, let's not act like they don't concede goals, because they do. They do let up chances. You know, they're not always on job. I wouldn't even say they've had mad performances like that at the Emirates of late, you know? That's just the way I view it anyways. But they do have a lot of firepower. I think it's times when Jesus comes on the pitch where I'm like, oh shit, where he likes to drag out a Maguire because Maguire can't focus. Just little bits like that. I just think playing like a mid-block against them is enough. Don't think you need more than that. The same way you can see, just a mid-to-block, sometimes you might drop deep, soak up the pressure. That's the only way you're going to get at Arsenal these days. You try to play a ball against Arsenal, we don't have the legs to do it for 90 minutes. Ugarte comes on and ruins the whole game. You know what I mean? I think I keep seeing Cunha need for the ball carrying, but do we? I mean, that's the whole point of putting Kobbie Mainoo in the pitch a little bit more, in it, because someone that is able to retain the ball and ball carry efficiently up the pitch at times and release it at times. Don't need him to go mad beyond far. I just need Casemiro to have just the most solid game of his lifetime. And lucky for him, they don't have mad. Well, they can have mad shooters. There's one man I just don't want to let go beyond the defense, is that little shadow run they love Mendy to have. Just doesn't get tracked. Don't get tracked. It's like, oh shit.
We're not good at tracking third man runs.
Facts. We're not. We're awful at it.
We've seen that goal for like 10 years now.
Yeah, it's not the one. What are you saying, touchline? All of a sudden you're gone all quiet.
No, I'm just admiring, innit? I'm just listening to what other people are saying, innit? So yeah, I mean, I'm keeping my mouth shut till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Till after the game.
All right, well, keeping your mouth. Get out then. If you ain't gonna contribute, what's the point?
I hope. Listen, I'm getting a bit more giddy before the game. Yeah, I was getting closer. But I need to see the lineup first. And then once I see the lineup, if I'm a bit confident with the lineup, how their lineup is as well. But yeah, I think I'm not worried about them open play. I think set pieces that I agree with you. So we're just talking about their set pieces. I think the fact we're talking about their set pieces knows that Carrick is probably sitting there saying to the players, we need to practice set pieces for the whole week and how to stop their set pieces.
But I don't get it. Like for them, man, they just flood the back post and always seem to, no one seems to put enough bodies in the back
because they go for the front. They'll start off by going for the front post first, and then it will bait you into thinking they're going to go for the front post again, and then you'll end up leaving a man for front post. Then they'll go back post, and yeah, and they're just so good in the air. Their players are just so good in the air, and their delivery is so good.
I swear, last time in the Emirates, Timber scored a header.
Yeah, he did. They scored 2 set pieces, didn't they? Was it Partey?
Partey.
Yeah, Partey and Timber. Yeah. It was.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like, it's not if you can't defend your front post, you suck. You shouldn't be a defender.
You know what? I don't understand why no one's tried. Monaco did it against them. I think it was Monaco did it against them, and they didn't score a set piece again. Why no one just puts 3 players on the halfway line? Because if you do, because then they have to force themselves back.
So one team that have done this, was Monaco in the Champions League, and I was screaming it. Wait, that can be my and a load of others. I said, I don't know why 3 attackers just don't stay out the pitch, because that forces 3 defenders to go up, meaning there's less players in the box, meaning it's a little bit easier.
If they get it wrong, then you just go long quickly.
Fact. Honestly, just have Bruno and Boomo and Ahmad up there, and it's like, love. Just keep your 3 attackers up there ready to go. I'm pretty sure a couple of the defenders will go back. Whether it's Timber. That's a leaping merchant that goes back, or Calafiori maybe, but he's a good attacker as well in the box, and maybe a Zubamendi.
Oh, I'll go there tomorrow. Yes.
I'll mute that 1 sec. But yeah, I'm just viewing the set piece. It's mad, isn't it? Our team is like a glorified version of Stoke in a sense. Not calling them Stoke, but it's got us shaking in our boots.
Just out of interest, obviously you lot are older than me, so what do you lot make of them comparing Arsenal's team to Man United?
Oh my god! See, I've made a few tweets about this, and
it's really rattled me. I can't.
They say stuff like, "Oh, but look at the teams that these men were scoring against. Like defenders they were scoring against. Rooney. We're talking Ballon d'Or Ronaldo, yeah. Rooney in his prime, and Tevez that just come through the door, and Berbatov. That's your front 4 options that you've got, yeah."
No, Berbatov wasn't there that year, I don't think. But he was the year after.
08-09 or 07-08? Which one?
08-09 was when Berbatov. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he jumped in that year. But if they're talking about 07-08, obviously champs year, then cool. Let's go with that one. Then cool. I don't give a shit. We got that front 3. Yeah, I'm seeing Ryan Giggs play centre mid sometimes. You think I give a shit, bro? We're doing madness. Bro, you think that Declan Rice?
He won PFA that year,
Huh?
He won PFA that year.
Yeah. If you think,
can we bring this comment up? Can we bring that LTC's comment up? 08 United struggled to beat Derby, by the way.
Yeah. Right. Bro, you struggled. What? You struggled to beat Wolves at the Emirates.
There you go. Bro, Man United, I believe we were the first ever team in Champions League history to go unbeaten in the format of the Champions League. In the Champions League, we went unbeaten. So they're not throwing around their gold Kinder Egg trophy. That
you can't. The thing is, they say
in the Champions League and won it.
People forget,
can you bring on that comment as well, please?
No, wait.
Beat their 07-08.
You see, that's where the logic, this is where I don't get, is these modern day merchants that don't understand football. You're telling footballers, attackers were much better back then, I'm sorry, Gyökeres, Saka, and Trossard are not getting past prime Evra, Vida, or Rio, let alone Wes Brown,
Bro, Calafiori versus Ronaldo.
Calafiori would look like flipping, what's his name, Giroud against Ronaldo. Tevez running past all your defenders, and Rooney's just a madman in himself. You think Rice is getting the ball off Scholes and Carrick, let alone Giggs? You must be out of your fucking mind.
Bring that comment up, by the way,
I'm talking about Van der Sar, a proper goalkeeper. You can have all the set pieces you want. You're not beating Vidic and Rio and the man in the air. It's just not happening.
Kaz, we beat their team that year 4-0. Where's his line that we didn't beat him? And that 07-08 team was a very good team, by the way. They didn't know that. Maybe because they're a bit younger. I don't know. They had Fabregas that year. He was balling out. They had Van Persie.
No, Van Persie wasn't good back then. In that times,
but they were actually. I believe that was the year they bottled the league. They were.
You can't remember because you were just about born, bro. So I'll tell you, They had Haleb. They had Haleb in that year. They had Fabregas, a young Fabregas that was doing a mad thing. He got prime. Clichy, no, Nasri weren't there. I'm telling you now, Nasri weren't there.
7-08, no,
he weren't there. Yeah, they had Adebayor, Lehman, but I think he was injured for the season. I think that's what really let them down. They had a young Theo Walcott who was on fire. Fire Walcott. Who else have we got? They had Alex Song, a young one, through the door. Abu Diaby through the door before you get mad injuries and his glass ankles. These men had some ballers, you know.
I'm sure they had Adebayor around that time.
Yeah, Adebayor is their main man. That 07, 08 Arsenal. I don't know why people keep talking about 08, 09 like that was the double team, yeah. So on that, let me keep going. Like we had like Owen Hargreaves and these man. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he was injured bears. So it's like you think that this team is doing anything against this team, you're off your nut. Off your nut.
It's not. United would be. I said it before. Best way to describe it: Champions League final tomorrow. United. Would
they're Gallas and Kolo Torre. I wouldn't say they're better than Gabriel Saliba as a partnership, but they were efficient enough. Do you know what I mean?
Gallas was very good.
Gallas, Kolo Torre back then, a younger one at that year, rapid, a madman, rapid. Gallas had a lot of speed as well. For even as he wasn't that tall, but he done a madness.
You see Gallas' record in the Premier League.
Yeah, we had young Nani as well. Who's that?
Gallas with Terry, I think, got 70% clean sheet record. They had 31 clean sheets in 50 games.
Yeah, mad. I'm just saying this in the year. How about this? That Arsenal team back then beats this Arsenal team now.
Probably does. They've got a better manager as well back then as well.
If you're telling me Phil Walcott is not blowing Calafiori out the sticks, I don't know what you're talking about. That young Walcott, yeah. Adebayor and the popular of today, yeah, are not like, I think technically they've gone up here, but remember, defenders back then, all they really knew, yeah, was defending more time than less. They weren't all these attacking fullbacks in that back then. There was more balance, or if not, knowing how to defend. Crunch your ankles type defenders. Yeah, you're taking your ankles out.
I don't know about that one, you know.
No yellow cards against Dish Diva. Or
you can do 08-09 as well, by the way.
What do you mean we had Song? This is what I'm saying. Song was cold. Song walks into your team today.
Song was playing for Barcelona when they were in their prime.
Yeah, he went. When year did he go? Was it 11-12? I think he went. Song was one of my. He was sick. Not ever, bro. For back then, obviously, compared to everybody else, Carricks and the rest of them. Yeah, sure. You're not getting Makalele. You're not getting them type of what's it called, plaudits in it. But today's Song would be one of the better defensive mids /8s in the Prem today. And that's just my opinion. That's facts in my mind, isn't it? Bro, see, this is what I mean. You don't even remember what Walcott was doing to Liverpool back then. What are you talking about? Young Walcott the PR was mad. Young Walcott was crazy. Adebayor was a complete striker.
Prime Barcelona used to have nightmares about Walcott, bro. Yeah, I'm saying they feared him, bro. Yeah, I'm saying with Wilshere as well.
How would you know this? You was like 2 years old.
Well, I watched it when he tore him up. I saw it was 14, 15 when he tore him up, no?
Bro, like that's
I do my research. I know he used to tear them apart. You know what I'm saying that United team would slap this Arsenal team. It would slap. And you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be real, as well. Yeah, I don't know about if you lot agree or David or even anyone in the chat before we keep entertaining this kind of conversation. I think it's highly disrespectful, to even compare a trophyless 25-26 Arsenal team at the moment to a double side who also went to the what's it called? Was it the FA Cup final? Was it? No, it might have been the Carabao FA Cup final, the Carling Cup final. We should have done. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it, but as much. I just think it's disrespectful, isn't it? Like I can hear about if you throw City Centurions in there, or treble team, or Chelsea Mourinho. Do you know what I mean? Or Arsenal Invincible side to compare. Not this. This is why everyone just don't like you, man, innit? That want to get on board with this shit.
They are going to be, if they end up winning this league, they're going to be the worst title winning team since.
I actually agree.
What,
Leicester. Before that, maybe.
Even Leicester.
I'll give you one. Just last season, that Liverpool title. That there you go, done.
Nah, they're better than this lot.
No, they're not.
You don't think?
Nah.
Liverpool actually played decent football last year.
Nah. This I think this Arsenal team.
And inshallah, bro. That's what it was.
The way people were talking about Gravenberch last year,
is the way people were talking about Declan Rice this year. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that Liverpool team was worse for me.
Palmer gets into that United 08 team.
No, Reece James.
Palmer, no chance.
No, Palmer has not. What, over who? Ronaldo?
Tevez, Nani, whoever you want to put him over.
No, yeah, you don't even get over Nani. Palmer don't even get on our bench.
No chance.
Maybe bet.
Yeah, who's bench?
He's on our bench.
Oh, what bench? What bench? Yeah, he ain't getting on our bench.
You man are gassing it still.
Man's
Nah.
getting,
Bro, you know we had Giggs and Hargreaves on our bench, bro.
well, who's he getting over? Who's he getting over?
Bro, let me even pre because you man are actually gassing it.
What do you mean?
Bench.
What attack is he getting? What attack is he getting over?
Hold on, let me check.
He's not getting over Giggs.
So he's not better than Nani.
No.
Mm.
What's the saying? Look, Palmer had that one crazy season, yeah. But if we're talking about today's Palmer, yeah, he's as inconsistent as Nani. But Nani actually used to beat his man at least and whatnot. We had actual pure wingers. That's young Nani.
Let me even pre.
07-08 Nani where he arrived.
Hargreaves wasn't starting for us though. He was a squad player.
No, yeah, because he was injured.
O'Shea.
And I'll still take him. I'll still take him.
Hargreaves is a baller as well.
Yeah, but Hargreaves not an attacker.
Man.
No, I'm not trying to hear all of that stuff. I've got the whole squad in front of my eyes right now. Yeah, who's he getting over?
United squad was a joke, bro.
He's not getting over. How about this? He's not getting over Louis Saha. He's not. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Oh, we had a young Welbeck, but he didn't play. He ain't getting on that only gonna Solskjaer even at 35. So he's just the old geezer, the full striker anyway. But even though he wasn't, we had Louis Saha. If anyone remembers 07-08 Louis Saha, relax yourselves. You remember what he done against Milan? Yeah, love. So on that, we can keep going. He ain't getting over none of these, man. Nani, he's not getting over Ji-Sung Park. But Darren Gibson barely played that year, so that don't really matter. He's not getting over Anderson, and Anderson didn't really arrive. He's not getting over Anderson, and he's not even really an attacker. That's more of a central midfielder. Bro, we ain't getting over none of these, man.
Nah, he definitely makes that bench, though. If I'm hearing
Over who? Is he playing? A central midfielder when we played 3 central midfielders, yeah? That year.
Well, we played 2 central.
How can you say Palmer in a 10? We didn't play a 10. So keep going. I'll wait.
No, you would play.
And he ain't starting right wing because he's not. But he couldn't. He tell himself he couldn't lace Ronaldo.
Ronaldo played like every game, so I want to hear it. So when Nani's on the bench doing up that year, obviously Oli was more of the, I suppose, the backup striker who still contributed.
No, Solskjaer retired the year before. He retired 06-07.
No, he never. He played. Yeah, we did, bro. He's like, bro.
I swear I saw Solskjaer's farewell. It was 06-07, no?
No, I'm pretty sure that was his final year. He was in our. I'm pretty sure he was in our squad. G. Got it right here.
He might be in the squad, but he wasn't playing.
I still remember the AIG, but he's not getting over Louis Saha either.
Solskjaer AIG.
He's not getting over Louis Saha. He's not getting over that either.
06-07 as well.
Yeah, because I remember the AIG with Solskjaer on it.
Yeah, that was his last season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, allow it, man.
How was that United team should have three-peated the Champions League?
Tactically, these men will outclass us, yeah, with Carrick, Scholes, Anderson, Rooney, Ronaldo.
What tax?
Bro, what are you on about? Giggs.
Make the bench, bro.
How about this? You're not even technically, but your left back ain't even technically better than Evra. No, Evra's the tech man. Rio Ferdinand is better footballer than all your defenders.
Oh my god! What? So is Arteta tactically better than Fergie?
All these Arsenal fans in my chat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, what is Arteta doing against a prime Fergie at that point? Was he prime Fergie? Yeah, prime Fergie. You know what? Just to come past his prime Fergie a little bit, but he doesn't know.
Would put every man behind the ball and play 11 men behind the ball. And
they did that week in, week out against us. Guess what? Didn't make a difference.
That's what I'm saying. Though. He's not tactically outclassed anyone. He's just sitting back, bro, because he's open Ronaldo, don't do nothing mad, and he's just hoping for a set.
You know what? We'll stop disrespecting Cole Palmer because he's going to be a Man United player by 2027 anyway, so it don't matter. How about that? And then guess what? I might consider him in my bench on 07-08 if he can prove it. Because let's be real, last 2 seasons, Palmer, other than scoring penalties, he ain't been there, is he? Ain't been there. Allow it. I see. Now you're just trying to beg it. No one cares about Chelsea, bro. The man's trying to get into the conversation. Like, stop begging it. Like, trust me. Go sit on the bench over there and go eat your food, bro.
You know what's funny is that 08-09, that period of United was competing against Chelsea's greatest ever team, and we were beating them to league titles. So it's points. Yeah, just don't force it, mate.
Not league titles, Champions League titles as well.
Both of them, mate. Both of them. We should have free-pitted the Champions League because we were competing against cheating AC Milan and cheating Barcelona. and cheating Chelsea as well with 74 FA charges. So it should have been a 5p. In fact, if we carry on, it would be 7p because Man City also got 137 charges. So if we had 3 more points, we would have done a 7p, and we were competing against 2 cheating clubs and should have free-pitted the Champions League.
I hit the likes, man. Let's get back on topic. Yeah, laying a smackdown in the chat. Look at us. Well, we were in the chat, and then we got YouTube saying, "I don't know." How, even United fans, these balanced United fans, man. How dare they? How dare they be balanced? All right, but anyways, that's other than the Arsenal game. You probably saw in the chat that I was sharing today. Nathan Salt, Chris Wheeler's all of it. We're actually looking at 3 midfielders that we want to recruit. We're already lacking one right now. I think it's quite evident that when Kobbie, Casemiro, one of them might get tired. The only option we really have is Guy. So we're lacking a midfielder, and I'm hoping we do bring one on loan. I know it don't sound great, but we need to put a fix somewhere in there if it can be doable. I know people would laugh at the idea of an Ndidi or something like that, but just having a bit more of a security measure that's not called Agate would please me a little bit more than the rest. But it's hey, Agalo did his job. But look what did he not do his job?
Put in a shift.
Did he not do his job? Think about the goals you've scored. You telling me you wouldn't take Agalo as a backup striker if he was back then Agalo that was here today? I think we would.
Yeah, but I don't think we need him now because we can play Cunha and Boyma up front. But...
Yeah, I know, I hear it, but I'm just trying to be positive, innit? But
I would have taken him last season. God knows I would have taken him last season.
Oh, yeah. He'd have been starting for us last season.
He would have started last season.
He would have started for us last season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's a gaping hole, whether it's Deloney or not in it. There needs to be a recruit there. Casemiro is confirmed. Big up him, obviously. I've actually been a big fan of his, even though I wrote him off a few times last season, especially. 10 on tax though. We just never played to his strengths. He's going to be a big miss because he actually leads quite high in terms of defensive duels, stuff like that. Big miss. Casemiro is 1 of 1. Do you know what I mean? So
1 year,
I think it's time to move. I think we need to know when to move on. I think we're, as a fan base, we're quite sentimental when it comes to a lot of these players, keeping and holding them for too long.
I don't mean, when I say give him a 1 year, I don't mean to
like leadership. You probably want him for like leadership, dressing room, all of that.
Someone like, for example, his role right now is to play well for 60 minutes, come off. If you can switch it to someone else plays well and then Casemiro comes on for 20.
Oh, but I've got a caveat to that, yeah. Would you not agree Casemiro is a type of player that needs a run of games starting? Because when we have seen him come off the bench, I think he's been quite horrible. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he needs to get to the rhythm of the tempo of the game to get going a little bit.
I think it also depends where we finish as well, because if we finish in like a spot where, like, for example, Champs or Europa, we're going to have more games. So we do need the depth.
Yeah. And I don't think Casemiro is the answer anymore. Look how quickly a player can fall off when they go from 33 to 34 to 35. They go very quickly, innit? Especially in central midfield. Now, if you told me, can we use him as a centre-back, probably, look, I mean, yeah.
There was one point,
yeah.
Like,
do you remember?
23, where I thought, maybe use him as centre back, but then I think I saw him at centre back. I can't remember what game it was.
No, I mean he was crunching, man. I know what game you're talking about as well. I think it was at the game. I mean, I'm thinking about it in Leicester, at home, maybe.
Game?
No? Yeah, I think so. I've seen him at centre back. We was dry, like I think Sandro. Was it the season after? I think it was after. I think it was 23, 24. We had no Maguire, no Lissandro. He was out. We was on our knees, bro.
There's only one gaffer I know that can play centre mid at centre back and make it look normal.
Go on.
That time's done, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That as well, to be fair.
I mean, I can't
like Casemiro when he's at centre back. I
mean, I saw Fabinho at centre back and he looked dope.
I remember when we put McTominay at centre back. I think it was West Ham.
Yeah.
7, 8 years.
He's played centre back for Scotland, though.
Remember Casemiro against Palace?
Imagine people actually used to play McTominay like he's a defender. Now he scores.
Yeah, he's scoring better goals and that. But yeah, look at
they don't know me.
We're looking at 2 higher echelon priced midfielders. A 2 out of 3 that gets recycled on a weekly. Oh, Man United still tracking Anderson. Oh, we already know this, bro. Every week. And I think Baleba's a shoe-in it. I think we secure Baleba because that's like I think we've got the buy-in from the player from the summer. I think the Cameroon leagues. Yeah, it's just done in it. Remember, Sancho 1 year was 100 million, and then the next year was 73 million, I think, or 72 million. I think the same case might be said for Baleba. It was 100 million, probably going to be close to around to the 75 million mark. Apparently, we're leading the race to Wharton. See, look, I know there's a buzz about Anderson, but I'm all for specialists. Yeah, I feel like we need a deep line playmaker. Anderson, I think he's more suited to going further up the pitch. I think he's a bit ambitious to go up the pitch. I'd rather get Wharton and Baleba as our first two choices if it was out the 3D. Do you know what I mean? Go on.
Bro, we're Man United, bro. Just get all three.
No, we can't. You say we're Man United. No, bro, we're not just Man United. There's other teams there. If you want to be realistic, we can't get all three.
I thought they were all available. I thought that's what we were talking about. Like, we're picking and choosing who would you rather have. I'd just say get all three.
Anderson at Chelsea, you know.
Huh?
I can see Anderson at Chelsea.
Nah, none of them are
he's going City, man. He's going City.
Yeah, I think Anderson goes City. I think Wharton goes United or Liverpool, depending on.
Anderson goes to City.
Yeah. He's going City. Trust me.
Goes United.
We're going to be chasing Anderson for nothing. Like literally, for no reason.
Wait, why do you not think he's going to City? Because they've got loads of actually.
No, they don't have.
They need a midfielder like him. They need someone next to Rodri.
All action midfielders. Yeah. We see for me. I feel like we need a Manu Kone, mate, or a Baleba, and then we need like a deep line playmaker.
We need homegrown right now.
We need someone that's able to just pick up the ball from deep, or a couple players that can do that. And I think Wharton is just the guy for that, man. You put him in a better team that's not Palace, that's always defending, always trying to they give up the ball quite a lot. I think you put him into a better team, he balls out, man. He wants to come back and
someone that can move the ball fast, like
Wharton.
He is that. Like you see Anderson, yeah. So there's some games where I've seen him and I'm a bit underwhelmed, and it's because he likes touches, he likes to dribble through, he likes the touch tackle stuff. He's a good player. He's press resistant at times, but Wharton is like the way he plays football.
Baby Michael Carrick.
He can't really have a bad game because he moves the ball so quickly and he does it with speed and he does it with 1 or 2 touches where you're not going to press him because the ball's gone, and he's so confident in the way he plays left, right. Like I need a player like that at United because he will raise the levels 100%.
Yeah, facts. That's why I want Baleba and I want Wharton and I want Kobbie Mainoo. Don't get me wrong. I wish we could get Wharton and Anderson instead. Yeah. I just don't think we can get both of them. I think if we could, that would be amazing. But I don't think you give up someone that really has the urgency to join Man United already in Baleba. Do you know what I mean? I think that there alone shows that they got desire for the club and they're hungry for it. I don't really get that indication. Yeah, I don't really get that indication from Anderson at the moment, let alone we don't know what's going to happen with Wharton, innit? This is why I need Liverpool to get knocked out the top 5. It eliminates the whole race and it's like, cool, go get your man.
I think if United get top 4,
this
summer window could be crazy.
Yeah, I agree. The third midfielder is interesting, I must admit, yeah. Now, there's been a list of players. A couple wonder kids in there. Ayuba Bawadi. There's been that Greek wonder kid as well. That's beat that Bear Man are chasing. He's on there. James Garner was on there, but he just signed a new extension that sort of kind of eliminates that part. There's been João Gomez. I think when they get relegated, could be for me goodbye. Except like a very good purchase. You should be able to get it for like 25 million, 30 million. And there's been other names. See, I don't think we need to spend there in it. What's the point of buying?
I'd get Louise. I'll be honest.
What's the point of all of that? What's the point of buying all these kids? Yeah, Colombia's or is it Colombia under 19s captain? Yeah, what's the point of getting all these Sekou Kones who, whatever? You want to start building players from our youth that we're buying for our youth, but not playing them. Why?
How old is Kone?
What is he? 18 or 19?
Yeah, 18, I think. I think he's 18.
Do you know what it is? I feel like
at Lens is a madman.
Sometimes playing players in the first team when they're not ready can do
not that one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say that again, sorry.
Sometimes playing a player when they're not ready in the first team can do the opposite to their confidence. Like someone like Kone, he went out, like I've watched him a couple times, he's talented. Like, and against academy players, he can make them look silly. But sometimes he gets pinched. And if you're playing in men's football, the times you get pinched in academy level will kind of like double. And because he's got physical levels compared to the academy players, like let's say he gets a high press from like an Onana or like a Rodgers, like he's not going to be able to just put his arm out and move them. And if his technical ability can't carry him through yet, he's going to get found out, and it might shoot his confidence. That's why I said alone might make more sense.
If you're not, then get out of the academy, then, innit? That's what that's my way of thinking. Get out then.
No, bro, but even the best players we've seen, sometimes you just need a loan.
And I hear it, but get out. Yeah, but I just don't look. I look at someone like him and say, I think maybe physically he might not be ready there yet, but technically, I think he's he's just way too good for the academy level. Yeah, he needs a loan now in January. You could do with a 6-month loan, but if you're telling me you've completed 2 out of those 3 midfielders that we keep discussing over and over and over again, yeah, you got Mainoo there. You got maybe Bruno staying. I think he will stay for another year. I think getting rid of Bruno is going to be one of the worst decisions if we get rid of Casemiro, yeah? In my opinion, I don't think I know there's a lot of discourse around Bruno, and I've been at the head of that, yeah? But if we're going to play with these 10s and all that, there's no one out there. This is what I mean. Football's crap. 5 years ago, you could probably name bare 10s, yeah? Nowadays, you can't. I think we need him at least for 1 more year. I'd rather let him go on a free, innit? Personally. Don't care about the money aspect of it. I just don't think you can replace him. Unless it's someone like Cole Palmer or someone that has a name, you're not replacing him, innit? That's just my opinion. So if you bring him into a fold and say, yeah, you're going to play cup games, you're going to get your experience through that, you might come on sometimes off the pitch when we need you, when we can trust you, right? I think that does the world of good to some of these young players. That's how you bring them through. Don't play them every game. Look at Phil Foden, the way he came through the ranks. Look at even other players that come through the ranks. Just slowly but surely. There's no point in keeping putting money into this like Chelsea are for these young ballers. If you're never going to give them a chance.
I think it's different. The reason why I think it's different, yeah, is because someone like Foden, he came into an established team where when he comes in, everything around him is already set. There's a system, there's established players in all positions. So he's just kind of part of a cog. If Kone comes in now, even Curtis Jones, when he's in that Liverpool team, he's in a Liverpool team with players that are Champions League winners. Well, they won the Champions League when he was around the fold. So it's like he's coming into a midfield that's settled, a team that's settled. With United, we're in a rebuild. So if Casemiro leaves and you bring in a Baleba and a Wharton, these are new players, and you then want to bed in a young academy player with them. You're
going to be buying in the market regardless if it's that third midfielder anyway. So that would be a new player regardless, no? So I think Man United are in their ruthless aggression if you watch WWE era. Do you know what I mean? Who's taking, if you're going to buy all these midfielders, who's going to take the chance? That's why I say if you're going to look at, someone needs to say that this is my team or whatever at some point in the summer. Take it by the balls. That's what era I think we're at. So
I definitely think it's
chance.
Probably the best time to try and get the step up. But I think I'm just going off what I've seen in it. From what I've seen, I think if he gets like obviously 6-month loan could become, we'll see if he gets it. But if he can get like a good year of Champions League football, balling out in midfield, because again, where he plays in midfield, like that's kind of like a specialist role in the Premier League. Like you have to be really good to play that role because, especially in this day and age, that 6, it has to be like one of your main players in midfield for the team to really tick. So I just think a good 1-year loan, let's see what you can do. We've seen it with Ghana, like the difference between what he was and what he is now from that loan, it's night and day.
Yeah, but again, I'm gonna push back on that. Pause before anyone gets dirty ideas. I'd have to say though is we can't keep screaming our philosophy and what we wanted and why we didn't like Amorim for not playing youth if we're never going to try them out. There's a correct way to do it, but is there? Like, yeah, I think my whole thing is if you're good enough, you play. That's what I've got to tell you, even if you're young. If you're good enough, you play. And I believe Sekou Kone is good enough. Every time we see all these every time there's a manager report or where they talk about him. There's a reason why he's getting fast tracked so much because he's just that good, in my opinion.
No,
and we're not talking about him to be starting at Man United. You don't spend surplus of 150 million on 2 midfielders and a Kobbie Mainoo you're trying to build around to not start them. Do you know what I mean? At some point, or give them opportunities. But you're coming in to say you're going to play our cup games. You're going to develop that way. What better development than playing at your own club, getting games? Yeah, of course. If you're in Championship, you get games. But imagine you get sent to the wrong club, like Ahmad did at Rangers, and don't get the game time as well. You got to factor that in, unless you put something in the contract that he has to play. But if the manager doesn't fancy him, then that's it. You're done. You're out of the squad.
No, I hear that still. But then on the flip side, send them to a Sunderland like Danny Welbeck. They come back. Now you've got.
That's a stupid thing to say, by the way. We're not talking about this season. We're talking about next season. Donut. No, the guy in the comments.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You know, when it's like these young players that are on the fringe, so to speak, like Kone, we can see him like potentially giving us something next season. But especially with academy talents nowadays, like when you see that, like for example, Foden or Greenwood, oh goodness, as soon as we saw players like that, we said these lot are ready to contribute to the first team now. Is Kone giving you that vibe right now, Kaz?
Yeah.
Can't say definitively yet. Well, you are, but if majority of people can't say definitively yes, then it's better for him to go and play football elsewhere for a year and then develop and then come in the year after that.
I remember they said the same thing about Kobbie at 17.
Nah.
I
Listen.
was here on YouTube in trenches, when I was first getting up into all of this game, always in Man United streams, It was Saeed and the rest of them. First one I was Kobbie with me and what's his name, Neji, was screaming Kobbie. Get Kobbie in the team now. 17 years of age. Get him in. And now everyone's begging for him to play. He's 20 years old next month.
I don't know if we saw him at the same time, but God knows the first time I saw Kobbie was in a friendly pre-season against. It was either Arsenal or Real Madrid. I think it was Arsenal.
I think it was Arsenal, but it might have been Real Madrid. You're right.
One of those two games. I think it was actually against Arsenal because I remember we beat them. God knows, after that game, I told my GC, that guy needs to start for United. He's the truth.
Yeah,
I just see it straight away.
You need to have, in order to like call for a guy to make that jump up, you need to watch someone and be like, he's ready. And if you don't get that feeling, then in my opinion, then
but I get that every time I watch a compilation or anything of Sekou Kone or read comments from like the what's it called, under 21s, all of that, bro. I've never heard a bad word about Kone. Not about, even when you see him in pre-season, get just one game. Was it against Wrexham, bro? Just one game.
No,
or even from when he joined. No, man,
levels,
you can't say that. You just said you saw Kobbie in a preseason game and said,
yeah, he needs
against
Arsenal. That's why.
That was a B team for Arsenal. They had Aiden Heaven.
Rice was playing.
Hoyland cooked him. Do you remember that one? I seen
Rice was playing.
I'm pretty sure Rice was playing in that game.
2023.
I think he might have been.
Rice played in that game, bro.
I don't think he did. I think it was Thomas Partey.
It might have been Partey.
I remember they played Aiden Heaven at centre back.
But I know that. I just know what I saw in it. But my thing with this is like, if I'm going off Kone based off 21's football, then no.
He's too good for that level.
The difference is like, bro, 21s, when you're good, 21s is easy for top talented players. Like, you can take the piss there. So for me to know whether he can play men's, because the gap between 21s and men's, I don't know what they're going to do to change it, but the gap is too big. It's actually too big.
I don't think so. I think for me, Kone, he's got to be easy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we need to spend money on that area when we've got Jim Thwaite.
Until he plays.
I think the only ones that need to go, I think pre-season would be a good indicator, but you got to bring players over like Jim Thwaites, Kone's, more houses on loan at Leyton Orient. Them players there are ones that, this is what I say, is like, who's gonna take that chance? Ruthless aggression. For me, it's got to be one of the. I don't think we need to spend money in that area. I think we got talent there. There's no point having an academy if you don't use it.
Do you not think sometimes Man United academy players are like, because they play for United, and because we're so optimistic about them, sometimes we can think higher than them than they actually are?
No, because I think they're just battering everyone for the last couple of years now.
I have a question also, Cass. Sorry to cut you off, but like,
go for it.
You see this current crop. You mentioned the guy at Orient. I'm not too familiar with him. How do you rank them against? Because again, 5-6 years ago, we had guys like Galbraith, who's I think he's at Swansea now playing.
Yeah.
Guys like Garner, for example, who
at Everton
never realistically was gonna like get their chance or have a shot, despite even having decent loans. So, do you see this current crop similar to that level? Because
my days, yeah. See, I do believe so. I think actually maybe a bit better. I think, for me in this one, you got Ibrahimov as well. He's been playing more of a central attacking role. He's more known as a winger. He's been playing more central attacking as a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you look at Jace Fitzgerald, fucking cold play. Bro, these players there, look, they do need loans, but one of them need to take the opportunity in pre-season if they get the tag along. Like, I just feel like we can't be Man United preaching what our philosophy's about and everything along them lines if we just going out in there and buying everything. Like, we need young English talent. Of course we do. British talent, not just English, British talent, young talent. I don't care. They could represent another country like Semenyo does, but he grew up in England. Same thing, same principles. As long as they're from the academy, we need someone. I feel like we need to promote that because that's what we are and what we're known about from years. And you know what they're going to say, the cliche one, the United DNA and everything along them lines. I just feel like if you've got Whartons, Cobbies, Mount's probably going to stay, Bruno's and that, you can afford to have a young player in there. Because you know what my thing is with Man United, that I feel like we all know. Again, look, I'm not saying my opinion's gospel in it. Like, everyone's got reason to think how they want to in it. We just want to be sick. Yeah, cool. I want other money to be spent in areas where it could be real upgrades, like left back. You know, I feel I know it sounds mad. I feel striker could be an option we need to look at potentially as well. You know, I'm looking at. I hate the low of a passion even there. Like we'll see, I suppose, but don't think it's going to happen. Maybe centre back, and maybe goalkeeper. I mean, I feel like what's it called? My man on loan, is it Vitek? Could compete with Larmans for potential first place. Academy man, do you know what I mean? But I feel like we need to be spending top dollar on a left winger and top dollar on a left back, top dollar for those two central midfielders. And I just don't think we need to do on that fifth. And then a striker will be spending money unless you can find opportunities. I think Watkins could be a good opportunity because if they're bringing in Matetas and the rest of them, Watkins already has a little bit of a weird discourse. Backup striker, whatever, on the bench option, don't mind it. That's my opinion. Mattel. But if it is Carrick, I think he would prefer a Watkins, you know, which I don't mind as a backup. But then again, my whole thought with Carrick is, does he view Cunha more as a false nine-ish striker person more than an attacking mid? Would we need a striker? Would he look as an attacking mid as an area? Fuck Mount off, hopefully. I don't know.
I don't think we will get rid of Mount because of his wages. I think that's the thing we're struggling with.
He's been there for 3 years, got 2 years left. If you don't sign a contract, you get.
I love Cunha, now that we play fullback, he's like in that category of like the type of footballers that I hate the most in terms of like.
Morgan Rogers.
Like, what's your position? What's your position, bro? Where do you play? Like,
yeah,
who's
Kunkus of the world. What's your position?
I think Cunha is more of a 10. I think that's his position, but I think
he's a false 9.
He's a false playmaker.
No, but I think Cunha is one of those players that's actually good though. It's like you see like Nkuku and Felix and Zirks, they're not actually good. Whereas Cunha can actually play in the false 9 and play in the 10 and do a good job.
But my thing is, if you put Cunha in the 10 in a 4-2-3-1, your
do we play that though?
I
think it depends on your manager. Though you got to think of your manager. There's different types of 10s, right? Especially today's game, everyone wants to glamour Morgan Rogers because he's got a screamer in him. But when it comes to the rest of the game, it's like meh. My thing is with Cunha, if you're going to play it, he's a second striker, isn't it? That's what he is. He's a second. He's not a 10. He's a second striker. Yeah, even though it's classified as a 10, obviously, I don't think that. But in the Carrick system, it could work. But you'd have to play a very different way because we're looking at Bruno thinking, but where's that final ball in it? I mean, don't get me wrong, Cunha played that final ball to Sesko for Burnley. You can see he's got it, but he's not Bruno, innit? But who is Bruno? Who is Bruno today?
On releasing the ball earlier, then he can play 10 in certain games.
Can that be coached? I think so.
Yeah. I think it can be coached. There's a
He's
difference
like,
between. I think releasing the ball earlier can be coached. There's a difference between vision in the way that Cunha, in the way that Bruno can just find a pass out of nothing, but if you're taking too many touches, you can coach that. You can do drills based off 2-touch, 3-touch play.
And we've seen him do that. We've seen him. Bro, remember it was we saw him was it with Bruno, the rondos and that. Like
he does do it, but like I'm saying, for example, when he picks up the ball and drives with it, sometimes it's like, okay, now you play the pass, but he wants to take another one. I think it can be down to the point where there's games where he clearly doesn't trust some of the players on the pitch. Like
probably, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it might be different now that there's more quality based off the formation change, more quality in different areas, but we'll see in it. But I do think that sometimes he needs to learn to release it.
Well, when you say that, did he not get, technically he should have, but didn't he not get 2 assists for releasing the ball at the right time when he should have?
No, I think that's what I'm saying. He can do it. He can.
Yeah, exactly. You know what it is? He gives me the kind, I like aesthetically, I think Cunha's amazing on the eye, when he drives it.
Changed my life.
I think the frustrating part is he reminds me of the players like, are you in the mood today? Be like Martial, are you in the mood to play today? Or like, what one is it?
Martial in the mood.
Oh God, the trim short sleeve and gloves, black boots. Oh, cold. Like that brother was, bro. If I could give him my hamstrings, I would, bro. I'm not even trying to run like that no more. I'm on an electric scooter going to like work and shit. Like,
had right now,
If Greenwood decided he didn't want to be a top dickhead nonce, obviously he's not a nonce, but one of those could have been in the clear. But it little,
Greenwood on the
but
left,
nah,
Greenwood
man.
on the right.
Sometimes I do wonder, like, why could it just been a shit baller that done that crap, man? Don't deserve it, but just why? Why is it always the top talent ones that want to do the most madness?
Like 3 years, fam.
You go through the roof, rubbish, man. But he's a wrong'un by all sorts. Greenwood, wrong'un.
That
Don't
guy's
hear what anyone told me.
4 years to the month, no? 4 years to the month. That
yeah,
It does not game for
he set us back 4 years, bro.
Swear down. 4 years.
to the month.
2022.
That's mental.
What happened?
It literally dropped. I think was it the day after the Brentford game?
We wouldn't be this bad if he didn't do that rubbish, by the way.
We
You know who I really want, yeah? I'm telling you, that Jan Jamonje from like the Ivory Coast, man.
I actually haven't watched him.
Oh, bro. Oh, my days. Anyone watch him in AFCON?
No.
I've heard good things about him, but apparently he's been tweaking for Liverpool. So yeah.
No, but he said that ages ago. He said that back in like October.
That is literally 3 months ago.
But before we got linked with it, I don't care what he said. They're football players. Like, I don't care, innit? Yeah, tweaking. Guess what? If you're on a team that's, I think they are chasing him. To be fair, watch. We'll see. We'll see when we get champs and they don't. We'll see who he's choosing, innit?
Who?
Jan Jamon.
I don't want Barcola, but I wouldn't be like openly against him. But Barcola for me, I'm not
gonna lie to you.
In front of goal, he pisses his pants.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If we got Barcola, we're gassed.
I'm gassed.
No, I'm gassed because of how good he is. He's a sick dribbler. Like, I like his dribbling. I like his directness. I like how he presses.
You know when you're linked to a player,
you
know when you're linked to a top player and you don't get him, yeah, and you're like, okay, it's cool. But you see when he actually signed, bro,
but if Barcola a top player, he's Barcola a top player. I don't think
we got Christian Vivel. Don't worry, Swinny.
You end up forgetting, yeah.
You got that link.
You give Bruno Barcola in behind. Sorry.
I mean, he had Rashford 5 years. So, I mean,
I'm just saying,
Rashford's better ball striking than Barcola.
Yeah,
Barcola works hard, but Barcola works hard.
Yeah. I can't lie. The way he skins a player, Barcola is. I like. Don't get me wrong. I know he's end product, isn't it? But look, neither was Luis Diaz, and now they're missing that guy like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
But my thing with the Jumonji is, for me, look, we're building, and we're like the Chelsea back in the day of the North, innit? We're building a good African core. Do you know what I mean? Talented African core. We got like, do you know what I mean? What we linked with what's it called? The Cameroon striker, the young baller that's doing a madness in Levante. He looks cold. Ekong, whatever his name is. So we got Balebas and Boomos. We got Maz. Depending, I don't know what he's like. One day they're part of the Arab lot, but next they're African. Do you know what I mean? But another conversation for another day. You know, Ahmad, that's his own countryman. Do you know what I'm saying? Like bro, we got some core, and I'm pretty sure we got like
as well.
Like, don't name it that Aiden Heaven, like, do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Mainoo, like Ghanaian and that. Like, bro, we got African core, you know? Like, these men are probably, you see, yeah, come on, man. We're gonna have an African / English, like British core. That's jokes. It's gonna be like Chelsea vibes back then. We need it. We're repping Africa right now.
I need players that still need to feed their family. Or at least play like it.
Yeah.
Or at least play like it. Like,
and yet you want to you're saying that Kone ain't going to be doing that. Bro, these men are, and that new kid. I can't lie.
I want Kone to feed his family. That's why I don't want
that Colombian guy we got. I can't ever say his name yet. That guy is built. No, that's a Paraguayan dude, yeah.
Oh, he's meaty, by the way.
His touch looks a bit mad, but what's it called? No, the one that begins with the Colombian under-19 captain. He's physically ready. He's built like a beast. Or I don't know, bro. I don't know. Orokaz or whatever name is. Yeah, he's a 6. He's a 6/8. He's a 6. Yeah, bro. He's like 6'1". Technically, very, very capable, and he's built like a shit house. He's a grown man, right now. Bro. He's got a mortgage and 3 kids, bro. He's got shit to play for. Them South Americans, when they come through and they're getting their bread a little bit and they're working for the bread and they need that, bro, they are not going nowhere for years. Do you know what I mean?
I would take Kamara, you know,
all day long. I wanted him when he was on a free at Marseille.
He's like,
I remember that year 3 years ago. I wanted Kamara and Manu Kone.
Anana, would you go back in for him now if you could?
Nah.
You know what? I would. I like what he brings. I like what he brings. I like what he offers.
If you watch Onana, his physicality gets him out of so much nonsense.
Yeah, no, but I feel like we need someone like that though. With a bit of physicality.
Nah.
Honestly, I wouldn't pay like. I know they want to profit on him. Obviously,
I need technical plus a bit of physicality. I don't want reliance on physicality anymore. I'm tired of it.
Can't lie. Until he came off, he was bossing the Emirates though with him and Tielemans.
He was.
But he's underrated.
He's just cold. Tielemans is cold.
But on the flip side, when they beat Arsenal at Aston Villa, he was taking the piss. I'm pretty sure he even gave away the first goal.
Yeah, I think he was. But I think Onana, I gave him mad disrespect. I'd take him in a heartbeat. I'm desperate. I need it.
Imagine we got him instead of Ugarte.
That's how we got Amrabat and Ugarte. Let's not make the same mistakes.
What's that?
Buying someone because we're desperate for a player. Let's actually just get someone that we know is cold.
But what names did you say? Just the Amrabat. You know what? Amrabat never got.
Remember how those signings came about?
But Amrabat played at left back. Yeah, he never. You know, we was playing our best football. Yeah, like we won the FA Cup final. Yeah, very much so because how sick Amrabat really was in the hole. Yeah. He never had time. I'm not joking. I'm not saying this because he's actually
give him one more year. If I'm being honest.
But Amrabat, never really got given time to adjust to the Prem. Nothing like that. Criminal, bro.
Do you remember? I remember this one Amrabat game. He balled out. Do you remember him and McTominay double pivot against Chelsea?
Yeah.
At the bridge.
Wait, yeah.
At the bridge.
Was that the bridge?
He
won at the bridge. Mainoo played at the bridge. It was the one we beat him 2-1. I'm pretty sure. I think I was at
that. Amrabat balled out.
And we destroyed the minute. We had I swear we peppered their goal first half. I remember we could have been up 4-5.
Amrabat never got given a real fair chance, man, ever. Like he was a bit top heavy. He was a bit top heavy.
He didn't get given a fair chance, but like we can see he's not United level, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? For what we had back then, for that point, it's like, come on, man.
The person we should have signed was Sabitzer, though. He was good. No.
See, I promise you now, I went to every single Manchester United home game in 10 Hag's first season. Yeah, every single one, bar Newcastle, the 0-0 because I was ill. Yeah, gave my ticket away, everything. Yeah.
Well, because
I watched Sabitzer, and that man was so frustrating. Like, honestly, in possession, frustrating. That's why they put it. Remember, this man was an 8, he ended up going as a 6. Like, we had to rely on him to do the 6 because he was pissing me off. But look, I think he was one of them that he'd be a good squad player, yeah. Don't get me wrong, if he had some cold players, but we was relying on that man way too much. Stupid.
He had to do more than he was supposed to do.
His finishing was.
I can't remember him. I can't remember him playing a away game though for some reason. I've got no memory of.
You got him in a. You probably remember him more in that white shirt, innit? The white.
Just scored goals.
I remember him in a home shirt. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember in an away game. I remember him always just playing at home. I can't remember an away game where he done anything. I mean, it was the Sevilla goal. Where it was a Sevilla goal where he flicked it. I think it's a Sevilla.
I'll never forgive Ten Hag for what he done. I was talking about this earlier. Yeah.
Go on.
Even though people like obviously hate Amarim, whatever, I feel like in terms of bringing us back to somewhere with hope, he done his job.
What?
Like when Amarim got the squad that he inherited, that Ten Hag gave him, that squad was shit.
Yeah.
He in the space of a year and a bit, he's built the squad to a point where we have something to at least build off. In terms of he's bought Heaven and he bought Dorgu, Cunha, and
Buemo. He didn't buy them. The club did.
More or less. I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I rate him for exposing how shit Garnacho was. I rate him for that. And I rate him for bidding off Rashford as well.
If you think about how bad like the whole club was set up at that point, he's at least brought us through muddy waters. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who did?
Yeah, I agree. Amarim's definitely done at least some good off the pitch, not on the pitch. But
I think in terms of recruitment and the negativity that was around the club, I think he's gotten rid of that at least.
No, I agree because I think Amarim was the guy. You know, the ones you have sometimes have that guy that takes all the fall for the next guy.
Yeah, to be able to, I think if Carrick was taking over the team that Ten Hag left us,
it'd be him.
There would still be no hope, bro.
Same with Tuchel. I think with most managers, maybe Tuchel had done a bit better because Tuchel was a quality manager, but I think Amarim set up for the next manager a lot better. I agree with that. I'm saying 100%.
Like Amram at least got us to
I
the
think we
point.
had to go back a year.
Amram at least got us to the point where fans can at least say, if we change manager and change system, these players can do better. Whereas before, bro, it was just the players are shit, bro. Like, Garnacho.
Hey, that's the best thing you ever done is get rid of Garnacho and Hoyland.
And Rashford.
Hoyland made me. God knows, Hoyland made me DM Akinfenwa.
Let's be real, yeah. Look, don't even say look, Rashford actually gave some juice in it, yeah. Like Hoyland and Garnacho gave us no juice like that. No, he just no.
I remember I DM'd Akinfenwa. I said, bro, you could please, bro.
Wait, but I can't. Do you not saw it all today? In it, yeah. The fact that Kobbie signed a new contract.
Kobbie signed a new deal?
No, wait. A year ago, and Amram did not sign it off and said Kobbie's the future of this club is mental.
Mm-hmm. You have to protect the asset. To be fair, that's poor.
I hate him. I hate him. Know what? I really like.
I feel like that's a bit character assassin. I don't feel like that's true.
Would you mind taking Hoyland back though? He's not alone, you know.
Hoyland, he's gone.
No,
he can't.
Was it obligation or option?
Obligation if they get Champions League football, which to be fair, they're only 4 points in, but they'll probably.
I think they met the conditions anyways. But I'm just saying that I'm not trying to have a striker that's got zero technical ability ever again.
Yeah. What about Rashford?
I'll take him back.
No chance. Oh no, I can't. I don't like him as a person. I don't like his brother, and I don't like him as a player.
I said I don't like his brother. You might focus on the wrong things.
Bro, his brother was touting away fans for tickets and that. No, his brothers are wrong as well.
Yeah, make your money, man. But what's it called, isn't it? The game's the game.
That's fine, isn't it? But you can't be a Rashford's brother and do that because then United fans aren't.
Why not? Man's hooking him up. You know what I mean? Go make your bread.
But then you're bearing the they're not hooking up. That he was charging him. I don't know this Tory too much. I think it's a relationship that is too toxic, isn't it? You know, he's giving tickets to United Trey and that.
Who else is on loan? Sancho.
Yeah. Oh no, he's done. We're not even renewing his thing. He's gone on a free, blood. Yeah, get him out.
Cool. Wait, is Anthony on loan?
Nah, he's gone.
He's gone. We sold him.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Anthony's name in time.
Yeah, because it was. Let's not even do that.
Has he not?
He started off the season quite well, but
he's meaty, man. We need to stop doing this. He was flipping meaty.
No, I agree. I think the only decent player there was Sancho, and he didn't have the mentality.
Do you know what? I realized.
Bro, he scored. Here we go. Not to be fair, he's got 1 goal and 3 assists since Mallorca, which was. I'm just gonna say 1 goal and 3 assists in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in his last 6 games, and then he was goalless in a couple, and then the other ones he was in the squad. He's done all right.
Anthony was media. Was when I looked at the squad.
Europa League is killing it though.
How can I use players the best way, bro? God knows. At one point, I was saying to myself, "Wait, maybe we can play Anthony left back, bro."
No, he refused. He tried to refuse it.
Thinking about whether they can play left back, you need to just let them go.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I realized when he was using his back, like to blow past like a what's it called, a left back, yeah. You're jamming it in your back, you're curving in your back, yeah. You're going at full pace, like you're trying your hardest. You're not explosive enough for that job because you're not tricky enough either. It's too lightweight. The thing is, he's got tech in it, but the league was way too much for him, man. Too physical.
You see the way Anthony used to run with the ball, yeah. Have you ever played FIFA? You're using a slow player, so you keep speed boosting.
Yeah.
That's how it looked like. He was running, he would try hit the speed boost again, try run again, like bro. He would run in installments.
There's only one player he really fucked up, was Dan Burns. Fucking love playing against him.
Oh, he cooked him in that final, bro. So I remember him on his
he ripped him to pieces, but bro, I'm gonna say it now, innit? Vegas is more effective than that bastard.
Not saying something.
Bro, I don't like any of them, bro. Sancho's the only one that's a decent player out of all the players we just mentioned, and he's just not there. And he's just don't give a toss. He's made his money. Fair enough to him.
I rate Sancho highly. I'll be wrong.
Yeah, as a player,
Travella at the bridge. Anthony's Travella at the bridge was a mad thing. I can't lie. That was.
Anthony actually had some mad moments, bro. The bully against Barca.
His first 6 games, I was there for his first debut, 45 minutes against Arsenal, when he scored against Ramsdale. It was on my end. I was in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. Oh, bro, we thought we had the real fucking deal, you know. Like
you look at that game, he didn't actually do shit but scored a goal.
Yeah, he did.
No, he fucks Zinchenko up.
Nah,
But it's not that hard to fucking. Yeah, he did. He did.
He
Yes, he
just
did.
running behind him. I'll be real.
Nah, so he fucked him up.
Even then, Ramsdale should have saved that shot, but Ramsdale done the wrong way.
Yeah,
he was shit. Arsenal fans used to try and convince us that this guy was cold because he could hit sidewinders. Bro,
Yeah, it did.
can hit sidewinders.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro? Yeah, man.
Should we build a last question?
Those days are behind us.
So Mainoo looks like he's going to sign his new deal, all of that stuff, blah, blah. It's going to be probably on the Ahmad wages and that, yeah? Should we be building around him?
Who? Mainoo?
Yeah.
I don't think build around him. Build with him.
No. Why'd you say that?
I think I rate him highly in it, but I think if it depends where United want to get to. Like, we need to be honest. If we want to get to where we were, the type of players you build around is like a Rooney. Like, that is a different level of talent. Mainoo's good, but I feel like he's a facilitator in the midfield. Like, he keeps it ticking. Like, he can do other things like carry the ball, etc. But you put players that are even better than him in the team to bring his level up. You don't build around him, because building around him will suggest that he's better than the players you're bringing in.
I think he is, though.
Yeah, then that's a problem.
I don't think, like, if we brought Cole Palmer in, I don't think he's better than Cole Palmer.
Yeah,
I think he is.
If Kobbie is our best midfielder, what's the highest we can finish in the league?
Yeah, but I think if you're building,
I think
yeah, but I think you can. I think he's a subject of poor development. Yeah,
he'd be Liverpool's best midfielder.
I think If
he had what'd you say?
What?
Touchline.
What did you say? Liverpool's best midfielder talent-wise.
England's best midfielder talent-wise.
He said Liverpool.
Liverpool. And he was.
Wait, you gonna tell me?
Gravenberch's the only one that I would say.
Gravenberch had one good season, and then this is what we're doing. Like, Kobbie's only had one good season as well. So what are we doing?
You lost your whole man.
So you're gonna tell me Gravenberch?
You're gonna tell me?
No, it's not even just Gravenberch, bro. They have other midfielders that are better than him.
Who?
Who's better than Gravenberch? The Bosline's better than Mainoo. I know. I could listen, lads. It's been a great stream. Big up everyone in the chat.
You think they've got suppose like you think Mainoo's better than all of us?
I'm gonna go for a run.
Yeah, man.
Lads.
You think Mainoo's better than all of Liverpool's midfielders?
All right, let me get one thing straight. Yeah, they had all those. How about this? Yeah, he had all them midfielders were playing against him at Anfield, and he fucking bossed all of them. How about that?
Oh, so Bosline's never beaten him, I don't think.
What does that even mean?
No, once
3-0.
What does that even mean?
Bro, so he went up against all of them and he still chefed them all up at once.
Like,
bro,
what does that mean?
Bro, there's no way.
You can't tell me Liverpool got other midfielders when that one midfielder barely even plays in the midfield.
He's better than all of Man City's midfielders as well.
Nah.
He's not better than Rodri.
So what does that mean then?
Rodri's like 10 years older than him.
And he bosses Rodri.
He's had a lot of development.
So now it's age.
Yes, because he's had way more development over his years. Yes.
Okay, yeah, but then, so I don't get the point then, because we're talking about right now. We're not talking about potential.
Yeah,
potential doesn't
yeah, but that's what when you say you're going to build around someone, you plan for the. You don't just plan.
No,
for
but you said that Mainoo would be Liverpool's best midfielder.
I'm going to be real.
I said talent-wise, he's better than all their midfielders.
I don't even think it's about talent-wise. I think it's the wrong position to build around. For me, if you're going to build around something, you build it around that fucking deep line playmaker. If you bring Wharton, then you build that bastard around Wharton.
I think Mainoo's more talented than Wharton.
No, but I think you either build for a striker, you either build around a 10, or you build around a defensive. It's got to be somewhere in the spine, innit? For me, if you're going to be playing with a deep line specialist, you got to build around him, because he's the thing. He's the player that dictates. Do you know what I mean? That's how all systems go. That's how I think it should always be catered to who your midfielders are. That's who you should build around. If you got a special one like Pogba, though, who's not a DM, not an attacking mid, a 6. You build around that bastard because he's that talented and he's one of one. Do you get? You ain't gonna get another specimen. You ain't gonna get another specimen like him or Dembele for years.
Whose level goes up when you put him around players of higher quality.
Yeah, but that's what that's how you build around sometimes to cater towards that, innit? Like, you can give him all the tools for him to thrive in a game, innit? But for me, you build around a 6. You always build around a 6. That's my kind of game. Especially you got a midfielder. I think Carrick would understand. We built around Carrick. Built around Rooney, to be fair as well, but we mainly built around Carrick. Yeah, that's why Scholes was allowed to. Yeah, do you know what I mean? After Roy Keane, it was vital that we built around Carrick. You know, Scholes was just lucky that he was just that good and that talented that he could just play anyway in the A. He could just go further forward, innit? Even though afterwards he kind of went backwards more, but he gave him the freedom to do what he needs to do. Carrick and Scholes were our mantelpiece, like wholeheartedly. I know people say, but no, we built around Ronaldo. You know, we built for Ronaldo, but it was centered towards what we did with Carrick, innit? But all the tools were towards Ronaldo. But yeah, man, I can't lie, man. I think Wharton's, what is he, 19, just turned 20 or turning 20? Like I think his ceiling is way above Anderson's.
David, you think Kobbie's more talented than Wharton?
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they got the same kind of talent.
Mainoo's a better dribbler, a better finisher. I'd say Wharton's a better passer, but yeah,
What kind of question is this? Nuruddin's my guy. What are we doing?
Someone wrote in the comments, I think Kobbie is a floor raiser and Wharton is a ceiling raiser. I think it's the other way around. I think Kobbie is a ceiling, as in if everything's like structured perfectly and you put in Kobbie Mainoo, he'll slot right in and raise.
I think we can build a midfield for the next 10 years, bro. Because if you're telling me you've got Kobbie more advanced, I know there's different ways of playing, innit? I don't think there's 10 to build around. But if you've got Kobbie, Wharton, and Baleba, I just think you got a seriously balanced midfield here, you know. Seriously balanced midfield, but then your attackers got to be on skeng mode. That's why I want Yan Jamon.
That would be my midfield three if I'm being actually no. It could be yeah. I think the way Kaz ended was perfect. It could be your midfield three, but your front three would have to be insane
on point. But that's why you're hoping Sesko becomes that guy, and Bumo's a scoring machine. Cunha, we'll see what his best kind of. It could be in false nine, to be fair, because you could operate if you ain't got too much creative midfield as much, that's what the only part that lacks for me in that midfield three. Might need a false nine, innit? But that's why I want like an inside forward, like a Yan Jamon or someone like that. And Bumo's always got goals. Ahmad's always got goals in him.
You need a top gaffer, because sometimes I feel like some gaffers are too scared to have depth. Like I feel like as a fan base, as a club, we need to remember how it feels like to have depth in the side where you can have top players on the bench.
Bro, you keep screaming that he's been shadow banned for the last year and a half, bro. Like I'm not buying all that bullshit. I'll be so honest. But obviously, if no one's, I don't know, touchline, you going live?
Oh, I'm going for a run, bro. I'm going for a sleep afterwards.
You going for a run?
Yeah, go for a run.
Bro, you live in Croydon. What are you doing going for a run?
So I always go for runs there. And I've been out all day, innit? So I haven't had time to go for my daily run. I'm saying.
I respect it.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, I mean,
bro, I'm not gonna scream where you live in it, yeah, but I wouldn't be running around there in it personally. But you know, it's each their own, innit? If you don't come back, it's not, I try to warn you, innit?
I always go runs, bro. I'll be fine.
Yeah, no one's even live anyway, so I'll probably will send it to Nuruddin afterwards. But yeah, what was he talking about? Yeah, Kobbie Mainoo, innit? So wait, who in it doesn't believe in Kobbie Mainoo?
No, we believe in him, but like we don't.
No, who was it? Was it David? No, it was not you, David. It was you, AJ. AJ's not. He's not on the Kobbie train. He's not on the Kobbie train.
Similar to him though.
I rate Mainoo, bro. Can't lie. I rate Mainoo.
I swear you like Cameron though, innit? So that's why you mainly probably got a little bit of.
I'm just not head over heels. Like I rate him, but like, do you know what it is? It's because I feel like for me, because of everything I've seen in football, yeah, it's hard for me to kind of forget what I know and just say, oh yeah, this is the level of this generation. Do you know what I'm saying? So I rate Kobbie, but I just know that it can get better.
Yeah, but you need to be the best of your generation. So you need to do.
Like I want to look at our midfield and compare it to the other midfields in the league and think, yeah, we're gonna come to this game and we can outclass their midfield. When I go into these type of games, I don't think our midfield can outclass these games, even with Mainoo on the pitch.
Yeah,
I don't think that's just because of him though.
No, not just because of him.
If you haven't done so yet, smash the likes, people. If you ain't done so yet, look, you got AJ Knows Balls all over TikTok. I think he's on YouTube. Are you on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube now still.
He's on YouTube now. Yeah. And we got David Under the Lights podcast. Someone can link that in the chat. Would be sick. None of you actually check the descriptions, which is facts. So it is what it is. Better to do a shout out. Someone can post it, even better. Trying to get my stream elements is deciding to mess up. But more that, we're gonna go raid Nuruddin then, because I don't see anyone else live. So unless I'm missing someone, but I mean it's United fan, so let's just go over there. I am tired, bro. Finished.
Bro,
These 4:30 wake ups are not a joke. In a bit. Love you, man. Tomorrow. No, you know what? Predictions quick. I'm saying 2-1 United, innit?
1-1. Draw.
Yeah. Wait, what you say? Yeah, get him out. What you say? What you saying, DJ?
Oh, is it like that? Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. All right.
You know what? Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, be honest, man.
No, fuck it. 2-1, 3-2 United. Fuck it.
You say that there.
2-0 United.
Yeah, love. You lot deserve to stay in it. David, stay in the back.